live on the Hood Table. So come on over to the Hood Table channel. Bring your friends, bring your drinks, bring your hot skins, whatever you like to munch on while you're drinking. And let's get it on the Hood Table. I holla. Okay. Okay. All right, I just made the live. So on my Tanya's Prime Time channel, so that people can come over here to the Hood Table channel. Everybody, make sure you come on in, hit the like button, share the live out, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're not part of the Hood Table fam, bam, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. That's all you gotta do is to be a part of the Hood Table fam. Okay, please and thank you very much. And we got some things to talk about by the title of this live. Y'all see the title of this live? It says, you have a collect call from VS Conscious TV. Man, I must have almost wrecked and ran off the road when I heard VS on the phone tonight. What was y'all in the live when VS called in to Duchess Kelly Love's live? I just happened to hit his notification, and to make it so bad, I saw his notification come up, and I had to keep going in and out because I was busy doing something. I was driving around, and I had a phone call, come in, and so I just happened to be in and out of his live. And when I came back in his live, he was talking to everybody in his live about VS, and people was calling in and giving their thoughts on the situation. Some were pro, some were against, and some people called in to say, who gives a good darn about VS, something to that effect. I don't know the exact words, but people was calling in laughing and forget VS and we glad, just saying what they had to say about VS. There's people who really, really can't stand her. To some people, she is the villain of this YouTube sector. I might want to add like at least 5, 6, 7, 11 more people to that list. But to a lot of people, she is like the top of the list, on the villain list in this sector of YouTube, as they call, the Section 8 sector of YouTube. But anyway, so everybody come on in, hit the like button so we can get it popping, so we can get it started. Make sure y'all let me know if y'all can hear me okay, because this StreamYard has been tripping lately. I had to call customer service. Well, actually, I didn't call them. I had to chat with customer service earlier this week last weekend, because it's Monday. So it was like last Friday or something. I was like, what's up with the StreamYard? Is it just acting up now because y'all want everybody to pay for the upgrade? Because the free version was working absolutely fine up until like a week ago. So I don't know what's up with the StreamYard, but when I went live last night to review Power, because a new episode of Power did come on last night, y'all, and it was all the way turned up. It was lit. That show was lit last night. So yes, I did do a review on that last night, so you can check that out if you like, later on or whatnot. But so last night when I did a review of Power, it was working fine. So I don't know, StreamYard be doing what it wants to do sometime. But anyway, I will be taking calls if anybody wants to call in. Let me put the phone number up. Excuse me. Yes, I still have a cold. It's like everybody got a cold. I mean, everybody's live I've been on got a cold. Like Tracy got a cold, Duchess got a cold, I got a cold. I'm like, something is going around on these YouTube streets while we all running around here trying to keep up with the biz naive. Everybody's catching colds, and I don't know where it, started at, who it started with. But anyway, and the Cash App is at the bottom if you want to donate to the platform. But yes, everybody come on in, hit the like button, please. And thank you very kindly. And let me play my little intro, which is the lyrics again is from my cousin. I mean, what am I? I'm tripping. I said cousin. From my niece. She put the lyrics to this little song, this little jingle together for the hood table.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, though. It's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey.
Please enter your PIN followed by the pound or hash.
Oh, I don't use this phone a lot, so sometimes I be forgetting my PIN number. Okay, let me try to call in again. I always mess up when I call into this phone line. But come on in, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, share the live out. I'm trying to get the phone set up.
freeconferencecall.com. Please enter your access code followed.
Access code followed by the pound sign.
If you are the host, press star now.
Okay, press star.
Followed by the pound or hash.
PIN number.
Thank you.
Okay.
There is one host in this conference.
Okay, the phone lines are on if anybody wants to call in. Let me hook the speakers up. Okay, I think I got the call in line hooked up right. We shall see. We shall see. But anyway, now some of y'all done probably already saw Tracy's live. Tracy did a live earlier, and I think she called it breaking news VS calls in or whatnot. I wish I could have went live earlier, but you know, a lot of us aren't like sitting right in front of the computer all day. Because I mean, shoot, it was probably what 100 people in Dutch's live by that time. So, you know, we all got the breaking news at the same time. But, you know, Tracy, I think she was the first one who actually turned on the computer and actually went live. So I'm going to give her that breaking news. But anyway, again, we all was in the live and we all was on the phone. And I had just been tripping about everybody who was calling in because some of the calls was really funny. You know, they were what do you call them? Anonymous callers was calling in, you know, talking stuff, being funny, you know, whatever. And then some people were calling in, you know, because they got VS Conscious back. And then another caller called in, and I could have sworn it sounded like it was Aunt Paulette. Do y'all know Aunt Paulette? I know she used to be in Sean Bradley's live a long time ago, and then she stopped hanging out over there as much and started drifting around the YouTube streets into different people's lives. But she just have a distinctive voice. Aunt Paulette, I think she's from Cali, and she has like a distinctive voice. And I could have sworn that was her who called in talking about all the charges she had in the past and How some people, you know, you just can't, like I said before, some people you just can't say what you would do in a certain situation, because when push comes to shove, or when you think you're threatened, or when you think you know, need to fight your way out or prove a point to somebody who's been bothering you, you know, sometimes it's like, it is what it is. And like, I can't, the caller didn't even say her name, but I could have sworn it was Aunt Paulette. But anyway, she was saying, you know, the times when she had to fight, she had got arrested, you know, several times. She had to do community service, you know, all kind of other stuff, because, you know, she was put in some situations where she had to, you know, she had to tussle with somebody, one of which was some plainclothes police officers. Thank goodness she didn't get shot or something like that. But anyway, so we were up there just listening to phone calls with Duchess and everybody giving their thoughts on VS and everything. And then Duchess, he had the phone hooked up to the speaker, like, you know, everybody, we got a little speaker, you know, for the phone calls. And he had got a call, and you could just tell it was like really, really important, because his eyes just lit up. I mean, I kept rewinding because I was trying to listen. Like, you know, everybody else who heard, people was typing in the chat, talking about that's VS, that's VS, that's VS. And Duchess was like, why y'all so nosy? Why y'all so nosy? Quit listening to my phone call. But you had it on speak. I mean, either your computer has some bionic speakers, because Duchess had, you know, walked away from the computer, and I think he unplugged the speaker, because I heard the speaker go doo-doo or something like that. Hello? Oh, I heard the speaker go doo-doo. You know, when you turn the speakers on and turn it off, it makes a little noise on some people's speakers. So I heard a little noise, and then I don't know, it seemed like Duchess put the actual phone on speaker, because you could hear like everything that was being said. So he's up there like, why y'all being nosy? Why y'all trying to listen? Like, you should have walked away, like, I don't know, 50 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet or something, so the people could hear, but we heard everything. And even though he came back and was like, oh, that wasn't VS, that wasn't, yeah, that was VS, that was VS. I was listening. I had the phone plugged up to my car, and it was playing real loud through the speakers. I'm like, yeah, that's VS. That's VS. And, you know, some people in the chat was like, that's VS, that's VS. And the thing about it was, I guess it wasn't meant to be heard. It wasn't. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, the phone had to be on speakerphone, because we all heard it. And ain't nobody's cell phone that loud. If you unhooked it from the regular speaker and you walked away and whispering and covering up the phone, we shouldn't even heard the conversation, but we did. And he did put the video on private. But the thing about it was, I think he should have put it on private right away, because after we heard what was said, what VS had to say, what Cynthia B had to say, and about VS needing money and stuff, Duchess was like, dang, y'all heard all that? He was like, maybe I'll just delete this video. And then he said, well, no, I ain't gonna delete this video. Y'all already heard it. He should have deleted the video right then. I mean, if that was me in his situation, and I'm part of, you know, like Duchess, I don't know if he would. I think he is part of TS, because I remember he was on a live like last week. Because before, he was claiming all the time he liked Susie, but he wasn't like TSCC. But then like a week ago or something, he was on her live, or on her StreamYard. She had invited him on the stream, and I think he did say he was now a part of TSCC. But if I'm wrong, please correct me in the chat. But so let's just say he is a part or whatever. And VS is calling with, like, if that was me and she was calling me with some information, and I'm sure she don't want it live and want people to know what the details of the conversation, I would have hung up right then. As soon as people started saying we could hear, they was in the chat, we can hear you, we can hear you. Is that VS? You know, they like, tell her hi, tell her, you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I would have deleted it right away. I would have deleted the video right away. But he didn't delete it until he realized Tracy had broke the news. Like, we all heard it on the live. But again, some of us just can't jump on the computer immediately when something go down on YouTube or when something go down around the world or, you know, trending news or whatever. So she went live first. I don't think anybody else went live before her. But so I think Tracy went live and she titled it Exclusive VS Calls In. You said it's too late. A lot of people have the copy, including myself. Right. If I would have been home, I would have copied it myself too. Not at the Roxbury. I would have copied it myself too if I would have been home. But I was out driving around. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. That sounds like VS. And I put my ear all the way up to the car speakers, and then I unplugged the phone, and I turn it on speaker, and I put the phone up to my ear. I said, that is VS. That's just talking about that ain't VS. That was VS. That was VS. And she called in tonight. I don't know if she called in collect. I titled the live, you have a collect call from VS, you know. But I don't know if she called in collect. And the thing is, we don't know if it was a three-way call, honestly, because you can call somebody and somebody else could be in the house with a phone and that person could call somebody. So that wouldn't technically be three-way calling. And three-way calling these days, you can't even do three-way calling these days. It will immediately hang up. How I know is because I have somebody close to me in jail now. And they call, you know, sometimes, and you literally have to give people, they be like, okay, call such and such and tell such and such, or if you speak to such and such, tell them what, you know, they want them to know. So these days, three-way calling, it's not even, you know, and I'm not in Virginia, but I'm just saying from my experience, as soon as you try to click over, the phone will hang up. Now, back in the day, it was easy to do a three-way call, and because it was allowed on the phone system, but all that has changed these days. All that has changed. So when I get a call from my friend and be like, you have a call from such and such, such and such. If you accept, press whatever. If you don't accept, press this. If you want to block calls from this facility, press this. And so, but yeah, so I don't know if they would consider that three-way calling if she was on the phone with her and then used another phone to call Duchess. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so what we know now, besides her charges, besides seeing her mugshot, which a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about. A lot of people felt like she shouldn't have been smiling on her mugshot. And if you've been following VS for a long time, you should not be shocked. You should not be shocked that she was smiling in her mugshot. And you know what? I know a lot of people gave their opinions on why she smiled. And I think that one caller was right. You know, I called in the Duchess live. Now, even psychopaths will take, or just evil people will take a mugshot. They'd have been a murder, somebody, you know, blew up something, and, you know, will take a mugshot and they be smiling because they just don't care. But I really think that in her situation, she was smiling because of the simple fact that she knows everything is out there on YouTube and everybody is reporting everything. People is up sitting in the courthouse. People got connections to people up there in Virginia at the courthouse, knowing everything that's going down. They know all her charges. They know her fine. I mean, they know she has no bail right now. They know her court date. They know she went for arraignment. I mean, people know everything. So, of course, somebody gonna get the mugshot, which it is on, and I'm not gonna put her mugshot up on my live. I'm not gonna put her mugshot up. A lot of people seen it. It's on I think it's on LSA, Lipstick Alley. I know it's on the Prince William County, website, because I saw it. And so she was smiling, and her hair looked like it looks like when she went down, like she was prepared. She had her hair curled, and I don't think she had on any makeup, but her hair looked like it was bumped a little bit. You know how she be bumping her hair sometimes in the lives with the Caroline eyes, and her hair looked, curled, and she looked nice. I mean, but I think that was purposely done. The smiling and the her smiling and the what a Tracy. Somebody titled it a photo shoot, but I think that was Tracy photo shoot. But for that mugshot, it was because she know that it was probably gonna get passed around IG, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and she didn't want to look like miserable or down and out, or she wanted to smile, because I think really for her particular mentality, and no, I'm not a psychologist or a therapist or a social worker, but for her mentality, I think that is also a way for her to show her supporters that maybe she's doing okay, and maybe that's why she smiled in the mugshot. Excuse me. I don't necessarily think it was her smiling just to act to be petty or something, because some people are like, oh, that's going to hurt her case. She doing that mugshot, and she somebody called in and said she need to stop doing that. She need to stop doing things like that. And that is incriminating herself. And then Lockhead Boss Lady called in and was like, no, a mugshot with you smiling is not going to incriminate yourself. I don't think it really will, but again, I don't think VS took that picture like that to be petty or some BS. I think it was kind of to show her supporters, I'm smiling, everything's gonna be fine, I'm not tripping, you know what I mean? And also to show the people who hate her that it's all good, I'm smiling, I'm still alive, better days are coming tomorrow. Some people might look at it a different way. If you have an opinion about her smiling in the mugshot like that, I mean, she looked really happy. She looked happy as hell, like she's getting 3 full square meals a day and snacks in between, and she's sleeping on a water bed and in there, getting mani-pedis and just chilling, reading a book and watching us on YouTube. That's what it seemed like, even though I know ain't none of that's going on, but she was just smiling. Her mugshot was just smiling ear to ear. But that's what I think it really that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, so everybody got their own opinion these days on YouTube, especially when it comes to VS. And what I have said before was I shall not argue with nobody over this particular woman, whether you like her, whether you hate her, whether you agree with her fighting, or whether you don't agree with her fighting. I give commentary like everybody else on here, and my opinion is my opinion, and your opinion is your opinion, and I still stand with I probably would have done the same thing that she did and let the card fall where it may. Everybody's different. Some people ain't built like that. Some people are built to walk away. Some people are built to stand there and be like, you done tested me. You done tested my gangster one too many times, and this the last time you're gonna test my gangster. And some people is built like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna get up from this IHOP and I'm gonna grab my pancakes and syrup and my coffee, and I'm gonna go sit at another table, or I'm just gonna leave the restaurant. So everybody is not the same, and everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't react the same. Everybody don't go from 0 to shoot, I can go to 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, and Can't even remember what happened afterwards. Like, what? I did what? Really? Okay. Mm. You know, but yeah, the phone call tonight, back to the phone call, from what I heard, and if y'all heard something different than from what I heard when VS called into the live, and I won't even say she called into the live, because if she had any idea that she was live on Duchess Kelly's live and her conversation would have been heard, I think she would have hung up right away, or she would have told Cynthia to hang up. But when she did call in, from what I heard, from what I could understand, was that she does need some money on her commissary, on her books, on her phone account, on, you know, when people are in jail, they have different accounts. They have the phone account, they have the commissary, they have the books, they have, you know, different things like that. And she said what it sounded like was, she said her mother, or no, she said she didn't have anything. She said she didn't have anything. And I think she said her mother doesn't have much, or couldn't put much on there, because her mother had to hurry up, jump up, you know, and speed to her kids. Her mother's in the SIP. Her mother's in the South. At least I think she's still in Mississippi. I believe that's where her mother still is in the SIP. And VS is in Virginia. So just imagine if, I mean, my mother, you know, before she passed away, we stay in the same city. So if something happened with me, and I would just be like, Ma, go to the kids. Or I just tell the kids, go to grandma's, you know, or go to the neighbors till grandma get off of work, or till grandpa get off work. But when your parent, or like the closest family to you, lives miles and miles away, you know, and something like this happened, they have to immediately jump up. Just imagine the plane tickets just on site from way down south to Virginia. And then you, not only for her, but for her and the kids and whoever her mom might have traveled with, because if it was me, and I'm scared to fly. I'm scared to fly. I cannot fly by myself. I have to have traveling friend with me, or family member. Hey Maurice, how you doing? You said you can't even imagine you acting a fool. Oh, and I don't act a fool on a regular basis. It's that push. People push those buttons, and I ain't had to wild out on nobody in a very long time. At least like, oh, now I'm not talking about arguments, because I done had arguments. You know, people argue from time to time. I'm talking about wilding out. Like, it's been a long time, a very long time. But, and then, you know, when I was younger, it was nothing to be in a fight. You know, people mess with you. And again, some people are built differently. Some people are built to walk away and, you know, just walk away from confrontation. And I wasn't built like that. So if somebody tried to do something to me, or somebody act like they was going to do something to me, it was on and popping. We ain't even talking about it. We ain't having no back and forth. I don't want to hear your excuse. What it is. Like, you know, that's how I used to be. But, you know, I'm more grown now and mature, and, you know what I mean? So I think rationally, I want to say probably 99% of the time, I think rationally, it'd be like that. Those small moments when somebody just be like trying to test your gangster. Like, do you have any idea what I can do to you? But, you know, anywho. But so as far as VS, when she called in from jail tonight, again, if she would have known, I know if she would have known that she was on live, she probably would have hung up right away, because she had mentioned that all the money that was taken up for the GoFundMe, and it was like $700-800 that they had collected for her bond and for her lawyer attorney fees and everything like that. It all had been reversed, and GoFundMe had refunded everybody who had given her a donation. And the reason why they did that was because somebody on YouTube, and most of y'all know who that was, or at least who that person claimed to be that did it, called in and reported, fraudulent activity or something like that for GoFundMe. So she was calling Duchess Kelly tonight to let him know, what was I gonna say? She had called Duchess Kelly to let him know that the money had been refunded to everybody. And so for the people who had donated, she was like, tell them to just send a cash app. Just send a cash app. But again, I think if she knew that he was live, like, I don't know why he didn't say we live. We live right now. And if Cynthia B was watching or anybody else who was on the phone with VS, why didn't they say, Kelly, turn off the speaker, walk upstairs? Because Kelly does his lives in the basement, I believe, of his home, and walk upstairs, go far away so nobody hear the conversation. But we all had heard the conversation, and even at the lowest points of the phone call, I still heard her say her mother had to hurry up and come get her kids. So again, imagine the plane tickets, just on the whim. You gotta fly, you gotta go, packing your bags. It don't matter how much it costs. You're going to get your grandbabies, especially her son, because we know her son has special needs. So I can imagine her mother, them jumping up immediately and paying whatever the cost of them plane tickets or whatnot, and going to get those kids and, bringing them, to them. So because of that, VS has no funds, no money, and that's why she called into Duchess Kelly today. And to let him know, because Duchess was already taking up money for her. He was already having people cash app, super chat, whatever, for VS. He was one of the people out here. There's several people actually who was trying to raise money for VS with cash apps and super chats and whatnot. Especially once they realized that she couldn't use the GoFundMe anymore. So I don't know if she's going to get in trouble. Somebody in the chat said she could get in trouble by, somebody in the chat said they actually reported to the detention center. She is in trouble for three-way calling. And, as far as that, let me take a drink. As far as that, a lot of people seem to be really, really invested in her being in as much trouble as possible. Like that comment, they reported to the detention center, that she was making a phone call or a three-way phone call. I know several people have called into the jail. They have sent letters or wrote letters, victim statement letters. They told the people at the jail that she's a terrorist and makes terroristic threats. A lot of people is really, I think they want her to like get the death penalty or get life. Like, I don't know. I don't know how much time VS gonna get, but I know one thing: when she gets out, she probably gonna do something like what old boy is doing. MC Shaky, how he's documenting all his years, in jail, behind bars, all the different facilities that he was transferred from, things that happened to him. Just everything like that. He's also going to write a book and thinking of doing a movie about it and, things like that. I'm sure that's something that she's going to do regardless of how many days that she be in there or months or weeks or whatever. I know when she gets out, because she's going to get out. This ain't no life sentence, whether it's 1 year, 90 days, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10. She's only 37, so she's going to get out. She's going to get out, and the main question is, will there be any change? Will there be any change? Because a lot of people mention how they saw her change from the VS that we knew. You know, she has started, remember, she has started gardening. She has started doing like all kind of things that she wasn't normally doing on YouTube. She was doing like peaceful videos, and then, you know, I watch everybody. I watch everything on here. Sometimes I might be a little behind, but I'll eventually get caught up. And some of the times where she wasn't doing anything, people were still coming at her. Next thing you know, she started doing the same. Excuse me. She started doing the same kind of stuff that she normally did, which was, you know, dragging people or whatever else she do, you know, whatever they do. It's so many people doing the same thing around here. It's like, what's the difference? What's the difference from this one doxing to this one doxing? To this one doing this one talking about your mama, this one talking about the kid, this one talking about somebody else's kid, this one talking about somebody else's mama. Now we posting pictures of family members. It's like so much stuff is going on in this sector, and a lot of people do it. But with this particular person, it's like everybody wants her to just go down and be in jail forever and get as many charges as possible. And then there's other people who do the same thing. And it's like people always talk about selective outrage. And it does seem a little selective sometimes, you know, with different people doing the same things and people like trying to get a specific person arrested and while allowing another person to dox and do stuff like that. So to me, I'm like, I think it should be just across the border. If we don't like doxing, we don't like doxing. Not we don't like that person doxing, but it's fun and games when that person is doxing. It should be across the board. And the same thing with discussing people kids and discussing people parents. Some people get mad when this person do it, but then when this person do it, is he ha ha whatever, they in the chat turning up because it's funny. So, you know, it should be across the board on that topic as well. But anyway, that's just my little old opinion. I ain't nobody on here. That's just my little old opinion. But another thing that I heard on the call when VS called in was what did she say? Okay, we talked about her needing money on her books, commissary. She said the GoFundMe, all that money, they shut the GoFundMe down. So all that money went back to the donators. So she now needs the donators to donate to the Cash App. What else did she say? Oh yeah, she said her mother had to go immediately and go up there and get her kids. And a lot of people were like, VS kids will be fine. Like even I said the other day, her daughter is 16. Hey Jasmine, hey boo, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you have a channel as well, let me know and I'll come to your channel as well. Excuse me, sorry, I got a little sniffle. Again, like I said, I think everybody on YouTube is catching a cold. But anyway, I need to stay away from some of y'all blocks because y'all done gave me the sniffles. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people agree. A lot of people agree that it should be across the board. You know, wrong is wrong and right is right. But, you know, again, that's just my opinion. But, yeah, so she said her mother had to go get her kids right away. She needs money. People got a Cash App now instead of GoFundMe. What else did she say? Oh. She was talking about the bail. She was talking about I'm trying to remember everything I heard on Duchess Live. But she was talking about the bail, and she was saying how she couldn't get bail because now I don't know if it was because of the fact that a lot of the guards and people in the jail saw her video. She did mention that. So I don't know if she couldn't get bail because of that, or if she was saying, I can't get bail. And on top of that, all these guards in here is watching my videos. And can you imagine though? There is hundreds of people, probably more than that, hundreds of people who was called that jail to verify that VS was in there when she went to jail. So their phone is ringing off the hook. Is Susie Cordon there? Is Susie Cordon there? Do you have a Susie Cordon there? And then they realize what she's charged for. They realize that she's a YouTuber. She's claiming she was stalked by somebody else on YouTube. And the fight happened on YouTube. So just imagine all the guards there. They probably going through all her videos. I don't know how many videos they watch. I don't know if it's specific ones they watch because people are sending victim statements. People are calling in and saying she's a terrorist and that she does terroristic threats. People are sending video footage to some of the videos that she's done. So I don't know if they just watching videos that were sent in or if they just going through her videos on her channel. Like, can't somebody put her stuff on private? Can't somebody put her account on private? But you know, it's probably too late now. It's probably too late. Probably. I can't even talk. It's probably too late now. But again, from what I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I heard when she called in from jail, was that she couldn't get bail because a lot of them were watching her YouTube videos. And I guess if you don't know, see, it's like some of these people. It's like some of these people who come on YouTube and they immediately get attached to one particular YouTuber who's dragging another YouTuber, just dragging them through the mud, dragging them for filth. And they automatically is like listen to everything that person say without even knowing the other YouTuber, without even knowing what happened to lead up to that point. It's kind of like that with the people in the jail or the guards or whoever's watching these videos in there. They don't know what happened. They don't know everything from the beginning. They don't know who started what first, who threw the first blow, or, you know, I won't say blow, but, you know, who started dragging first or who started getting petty first or whatever you want to call it on here. But they don't know that. They just watching her videos and everybody calling in, investigating. Everybody in here wants to be a journalist and they investigate. They call the jail. They sitting at the jail. They they down there in Prince William County in the jail. People got connects and everything following this, you know. So I can imagine that that's not helping her case and that's not helping her get bond or whatnot. But you know, in the end, we don't know where it's going to end. This is just, we still at the beginning. Things could change drastically either way. Things could change drastically either way. She could eventually get bonded out. She could have to stay a while. She could get some time, and then they say time served, and she could get out. She could get some years. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. And I'm not gonna, you know, guess, you know, or try to take a gander at what I think her sentence is gonna be or anything like that, because you never know. It be people who go to jail on some really horrible stuff and they get a slap on their wrist. And then the ones who barely did anything, got like a nickel bag or barely did anything, thump somebody on the forehead, and they get fired as 20. But you know, they in there like Martin and Eddie on life. They in there full life. But so we don't know at this time. I'm just following along with a lot of you guys and trying to be as unbiased as possible. I'm not cheering for nobody. I'm just doing commentary on the situation. I done said plenty of times though that I don't blame her for what she did. And I can't say I think what she did was wrong either, because again, I done been in situations like that many times where people that have issues with me, and I don't bother nobody. That's honest to God. I don't bother nobody. I've never been the kind of person. I've never been a troublemaker. Like, you know, it might sound cliche, but I've never been a troublemaker, and trouble always found me. And that's just like one of the callers who I swear again is Aunt Paulette, because she sounds just like her. And she called into Duchess Live tonight. She was like, every time she's got into something and she had to go to jail, trouble came to her. She had to cut somebody. She had to fight somebody. Sometimes you just got to get people off of you. Just get people off of you. You got to do what it takes to get people off of you. And it's not that you're a troublemaker. Just because you've been to jail before, just because you got charges, don't mean you're a troublemaker. It's a lot of innocent people in jail. Sure, it's a lot of innocent people who have to fight all their life. Like Oprah in Color Purple. All my life I had to fight. I had to fight all my life. So, you know, it is what it's gonna be. It is what it's gonna be. She done said it many times, just like all of the rest of us. Everything is already planned. Everything is already you know how it goes. Everything is predestined. What we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, what we're gonna say, how we're gonna react, how we're gonna die. Everything is already predestined. So this was her destiny. It was predestined. And again, we're going to see how this plays out on YouTube. And so it is going to set up like a platform of how far we can take things on here in YouTube. I think it really will. And people are going to be, you know, maybe a little less at threatening people, maybe a little less at stalking people, because even though she's the one locked up, a lot of people still believe that Shireen should be locked up with her. Like, put them in the same cell. That's how I feel. Put them in the same cell. A lot of people is, you know, giving Shireen a pass. Oh, she's 44. She's an old woman. Hell, I'm in my 40s. And I will get out there and bang with you. If you threaten me or if you test my gangster, I'm going to bang with you. Sure. So 44 ain't old. They making her seem like she's an old goose, an old hen, old mother. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I'm like, how you stalk people and harass people and you don't get charges. And somebody said on the live, if I was VS, I would have my lawyer file charges, get a restraining order, whoop, whoop, whoop. And they could be working on that. They could be working on that. We don't know. We don't know. But me personally, that's what I would do. If I was locked up for fighting somebody and they pushed me to it and they were stalking me and texting me and I'm blocking them and telling them to go somewhere, leave me alone, and they showing up where you are, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I would press charges on. I would lawyer. Something need to be done to them too. I can't get that lady a pass. I can't give her a pass, and I don't care if y'all talking about, oh, she came in peace. She ain't coming no doggone peace. I come in peace. She ain't came in no doggone peace. She did not come in peace. And like I said, I think it was a setup from the gate. I think it was a setup. I wish VS would have listened to her peoples, because again, no matter if you like her or hate her or love her or don't like her or whatever, it was not smart to go to the IHOP to meet up with them at all, with Kiki or whoever. It was not smart. That was not a smart move. She should have stayed her butt at home and had her coffee and pancakes and sausages and eggs at home, grits and bacon, all that. I wouldn't have went to no doggone IHOP, no McDonald's, no nothing. I don't know you. I don't know you. We're not going anywhere together. But this is a lesson. It's a lesson for those who hate her, for those who like her. It's a lesson. It's a lesson to be learned in this whole thing. And some people ain't gonna get the lesson because of the way they feel about certain individuals. They're not gonna get the lesson. They just like, oh, she deserved it. I hate her. She deserved it. They not gonna look at the whole picture because they hate her, because she's done something to so many people. But again, so have a lot of other people. More than VS should be in jail. We talking about all these people doxing, it's against the law and all that kind of stuff, harassing people. You know, a lot of people should be in jail if that's the case. I mean, if that's the case, a lot of people on this platform, in this sector of YouTube and other sectors, because the beef ain't only in this sector, the beef is in all kind of sector. The beauty, the makeup, I mean, it's in all kind of sectors. So it's not just us, even though it seems like it, but that's because a lot of people on here don't venture out into different neighborhoods on YouTube. And when all you see is the same stuff day in and day out, you're going to think like this is the only sector on YouTube where people act a plump as food. And it's not. It's not. Hair, beauty. What sector was that? Somebody had told me it was like the parents, mommy. I don't know what you would call the sector, family. I don't know, but they was beefing over there too, and I was like a few months back, and I was like, "What y'all beefing about? Who kid is moving along the fastest? You know, who kid is growing faster than the other kids or excelling fast? I mean, what is y'all arguing about? I don't know. Who kid got the best grades this week? I don't know. People find anything on YouTube to beef about these days. I'm noticing that. I'm noticing that every day. People finding something to beef about all the time. But anyway, so that's my little commentary on the phone call that we overheard on Duchess Kelly Love's channel tonight from VS. I'm sure other people is going to go live about it. Again, Tracy, she was the first person that I actually saw live, even though it was a lot of us in that chat. Yeah, the couponer section. I believe it. Hey, Fee, what's up? I believe it. Like all the sectors. And it's trolls in every sector. It's haters in it's jealousy, it's envy in every sector of YouTube. So yeah, I know we're not the only ones that beef. I know. But again, I think Tracy was the first one who went live. She titled her live exclusive. A lot of us heard it, but you know, again, I if I was at home, I would have went live right away too. It was like exclusive. Shoot. But you know what? I couldn't get home to my computer fast enough because I was out handling some business. So I'm not gonna title my video exclusive. I just titled it, "You have a collect call from VS Conscious TV. Press 0 to accept, press 1 to deny, press 5 if you want to block future calls from this facility." And on that note, you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. As usual, stay safe, be blessed. Happy New Year's. I'm about to get off of here because I got some TV shows that I got to watch so I can do some reviews on my Tanya's Primetime TV channel. But thanks to everybody who commented in the chat. We didn't get no phone calls tonight. I had the calls. This 9+ was waiting on y'all, but nobody wanted to call in, and that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But let me turn this phone off. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, you guys. Good night, sweets. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table family if you want to be a part of the Hood Table fam. All you have to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can know every time I go live. And also for y'all who are not already subscribed to my other channel, Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews, or to my other channel, Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice, for those who like to watch live cake decorating, live custom cake decorating. Feel free to go, to that channel too, Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice. And you can follow me on all 3 of my channels on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. And the Hood Table and Tanya's Primetime is also on Twitter. So follow me and I'll follow you. Okay, you follow me on IG on any of my 3 channels, I will follow you on IG. You follow me on Twitter, I will follow you. If you got a Facebook page for your platform, follow me, I follow you. It's all about support in these YouTube streets. It's all about support. And I am a cross supporter. So I support a lot of people. I support a lot. So I believe in cross supporting other content creators because that's how we grow, by supporting each other. So anyway, on that note, y'all, I'm out. Deuces.